Hello everyone, right here I have a 2023 Honda WRV 1.5e. And today I'm going to make a startup and full vehicle tour video of it, show you the features inside and out. So here is the key fob. Let's go ahead and start it up first. The E-Trim and above WRV in Malaysia comes as standard with a remote engine start system. So, to use the system, first make sure the car is locked, then press and hold this button. Standard across the range for the WRV in Malaysia is Honda's version of a smart keyless entry and start system. So, just have the key fob on yourself. The car is currently unlocked. To lock the car, press the black button on any of the front door handles. And to unlock the car, just wait a moment and tap the area again behind any of the front door handles. Along with that smart keyless entry is a keyless push button start system. So to start the WRV, make sure the key fob is inside the car. Put your foot on the brake and press the start button to the right of the steering wheel.
A rack and pinion electric power steering system is what the DG4 WRV uses. The S and the E trims get a urethane steering wheel with sport grips at 10 and 2. The WRV in Malaysia is only offered with a continuously variable transmission. Also known as a CVT in short, this transmission gets an infinite number of gear ratios. The aim of a CVT is to provide drivers with a smoother drive and better fuel consumption over a traditional automatic transmission. This transmission comes with a sport mode and a low gear mode. While rear parking sensors are standard across the range, only the E-Trim and above get a reverse camera as well. The reverse camera features guidance signs and 3 different views. Safety features in the WRV include 4 airbags, an anti-lock braking system, electronic brake force distribution, brake assist, vehicle stability assist, hill start assist, emergency stop signal, an alarm system, and an immobilizer. Isofix child seat anchor points are found on the outer 2 rear seats. The E-Trim and above adds on Honda's Sensing Driver Assistance Safety Suite, and this one comprises forward collision warning, a collision mitigation braking system, a lane keep assist system, lane departure warning, and road departure mitigation. The S, the E, and the V trims come with a set of 16-inch 5-spoke silver alloy rims. This WRV uses Goodyear Efficient Grip Performance 215/60R16 tyres. The brakes are ventilated discs in front and drums out back. The suspension is McPherson struts up front and a rear torsion beam setup. The WRV is an A-segment crossover SUV from Honda that has been produced for 2 generations. The first generation, also known as the GL generation, was on sale between 2017 and 2023. This generation was essentially a race jazz hatchback with different front and rear end designs and rugged looks. The first generation WRV was primarily sold in South America, South Africa, and India. Meanwhile, the second generation WRV, now known as the DG4 generation, debuted in November 2022. It was initially previewed by the SUV RS concept car that came out a year earlier in November 2021. Unlike its predecessor, the DG4WRV is not sold in South America, South Africa, or India, and instead, it is primarily sold in Brunei, Indonesia, Malaysia, and Thailand. From November 2023 onwards in Japan, there is a larger WRV model with the DG5 codename that is based on the Indian market Honda Elevate. The DG4WRV is related to other Honda products like the DG3BRV and the DF5 Amaze. All three models share a nearly identical dashboard, while the WRV shares the bonnet, the outer headlight assembly, and the front door panels with the Amaze. In Malaysia, the DG4WRV went on sale in July 2023. 4 locally assembled variants are available, and they are 1.5S CVT, 1.5E CVT, 1.5V CVT, and 1.5RS CVT. Under the bonnet of this WRV is Honda's L15ZF, 1.5 litre, dual overhead cams, 16 valves, naturally aspirated inline 4 petrol engine. This engine features iVTEC technology and multi-point fuel injection. It produces 119 horsepower at 6600 rpm and 145 Nm of torque at 4300 rpm. 0 to 100 km per hour takes 11 seconds, and the top speed is 160 km per hour. With a 35-litre fuel tank, combined fuel consumption for the WRV 1.5 CVT is 6 litres per 100 km. The WRV is a front-wheel drive vehicle. Exterior features of the WRV-E include automatic manual leveling halogen reflector headlights, LED side indicators, LED rear lights, body-colored front door handles and side mirrors, unpainted rear door handles, and a single exhaust pipe.
Speaker, bottle holder, storage, mirror controls, window lock, central locking, and your window controls. All of the windows in this car are powered, while the driver's side is the only side that gets a full automatic function in both directions. This one brings up the Honda sensing menu within the instrument cluster, vehicle stability assist, headlight level adjustment. Pull the receiver to pop open the fuel door. And the driver's seat in this WRV-E does get full manual adjustments. The receiver controls the seat back, the receiver controls the seat height, while this bar down here controls the seat position. Alright, so let's go ahead and see how it revs. Very simple digital manual air conditioning controls, fan speed, recirculation, rear defrost, different modes, maximum cooling, air conditioning, on off, and temperature. Power outlet. The left USB-A port is to connect to the system, while the right one is to charge. Storage, cup holders.
The WRV comes with the display audio touchscreen head unit. This system features a 7-inch infotainment display and various media connectivity options. The E and the V trims come with 4 speakers.
The stock sound system that this WRV uses is actually not that bad. We are currently in the CarPlay menu with the current song playing information. The album art will show up here if available. Song title, song artist, song album. You can play pause, go back a song, go for the song duration, and below you can activate your shuffle, repeat, and bring up your love and suggest us like this options. Playing next goes to your playing next playlist. Hit back to go back to your main media library, and right above you can select between library, playlists, and radio. Under library you can look at your recently added songs, playlists, artists, and whatnot. And to go back to your current media playing information, press this button right here. To the right, shortcut buttons for Google Maps, music, phone, and down below you can go back to the main CarPlay menu by pressing this button. Right here you can access your phone, music, Apple Maps, messages, so on and so forth. More apps to the right. And to the left you can view the Google Maps, go to destination, bring up your voice command, and control the media. To go back to the main Honda system, you can either hit the Honda button right here or hit the home button right above. Right here we are in the main Honda system with the date, day, time, and below you can select between radio, Bluetooth audio streaming, your telephone, and the telephone you can obviously dial a number, look at your phone book, look at your call lists and whatnot. You have your music menu right here, Apple CarPlay, and settings. Under settings you have your language settings, Bluetooth settings, smartphone settings, so on and so forth. And below you can also set your date and time, date format, rear wide camera, lane watch, learn about the system, and view the open source license. If we hit this button right here, we can bring up the split screen display with your day, date and time to the left and media information to the right. And to the right, apart from the home button as mentioned earlier, you also have your voice command button, return button, volume buttons, and the power button down below. Central locking. This car does have power folding side mirrors. To fold the side mirrors in, press this button right here. Use this button right here to adjust the brightness of the interior at night. Light and indicator controls. If you turn on the left indicator, you can bring up Honda's lane watch camera system, and you can also activate the lane watch camera by pressing the button at the end of the light and indicator stalk. Adaptive cruise control controls. This one is for your lane departure warning system. And this up, down and enter buttons right here control the multi-information display located within the instrument cluster. Right now, trip A with your range, average fuel consumption for trip A, instant fuel consumption, and trip A itself. Hit enter, and you can go to the same set of data just for trip B. Apart from your trip computer, you can also view your elapsed time and average speed, again for trip A and trip B. Your safety support menu with your lane departure warning, your collision mitigation braking system, clock and vehicle settings. You can customize the display to what you want to be displayed. Display off, and back to your driving data. Volume controls, seat track, different media mode selection, Bluetooth telephone controls, voice control, wiper controls, and the steering wheel in this car is tilt only. You adjust it using this lever right here. A tiny bit of storage beneath the parking brake, front center armrest with storage down below, manual dimming rear view mirror, front reading lights, and the sun visor for the driver's side does get a vanity mirror and a light. Alright, so I guess that's it for the startup. We can turn it off right now. And continue with the rest of the tour. Speaker, bottle holder, storage, window control, and the rear seat backs in the WRV do fold. They split 60-40 when folding, and to fold them down, first make sure the headrests are all the way down, then locate the levers on the sides of the outer two rear headrests. The one on that side folds down the left seat, while the one on this side folds down the right seat and the middle seat. Just pull it and flip the seat backs down. I did set the driver's seat to a position that I would feel comfortable in. I'm about 5'7", which is about 1.7 meters tall. There's actually quite a lot of room to stretch out my feet underneath the driver's seat. As for leg room, I get about this much. And I get about this much in terms of headroom. It is actually not too bad back here. The seats are quite nice and comfortable. It is fairly spacious as well. On the front seat backs are storage pockets together with cutouts that help with additional legroom. Power outlet down here. No rear center armrest for this one. But right above, for both sides at the back, are grip handles. And for the right side, there is a hook as well. Cabin light. To open up the rear hatch, use the touchpad beneath that area right there.
Boot space in the WRV is 380 litres with the rear seat backs in place. For extra boot space, the rear seat backs fold down as explained earlier. To the left of the boot is a light, and on both sides of the boot are hooks. The plastic bag with the red box in the boot contains the vehicle's warning triangle, and under the boot floor is the vehicle's spare tyre, toolkit, and jack.
Adjustable headrests front and rear. Window control, speaker, bottle holder, storage. And the front passenger seat in this car does get full manual adjustments as well, with the same set of adjustments as found on the driver's side, just that this side loses out on the height adjustment. Nicely sized glove box. Grip handle for the front passenger. And the front passenger's sun visor does get a vanity mirror with a light as well. Alright, so let's start it up with the door closed.
The power of dreams.
Alright, so that's it for the startup and full vehicle tour video of this 2023 Honda WRV 1.5e. Thanks for watching and goodbye.